Ghost Hustle Horror presents Loch Ness. The fog hung thick over Loch Ness, pale and heavy like wet gauze draped over a corpse. Caleb adjusted his camera for the 10th time that morning, perched at the bow, face glowing with boyish excitement. "Jess, can you believe this? We're finally here," he whispered, zooming in on a small ripple far off. Jessica, older by 3 years, sat cross-legged in the cabin, headphones on, laptop open, wireless mics and production notes spread around her. "We need solid footage, Caleb," she muttered, tapping away. "We've got one shot to impress the sponsors." They were here for Spectre Seekers, the paranormal investigation show they'd been building for months. For 3 days, they crisscrossed the shores, setting up interviews with locals. The old woman who swore she'd seen a long black shape slide under the Urquhart Castle ruins at dawn. The fisherman who'd nearly capsized when a shadow twice the length of his boat passed under him. The hotel clerk who'd seen bubbles roiling the surface late at night when no boats were out. Each night, Caleb stayed on deck long after Jessica called it a day, camera ready, eyes burning, watching the still, black water. He'd been obsessed since childhood. Nessie was his dream catch. By the 4th night, the loch was a cold mirror, windless, the moon a thin sickle barely piercing the fog. Jessica sat in the cabin, syncing footage, her face lit by laptop glow. Jess, come look," Caleb hissed, waving frantically. She sighed, pulled off her headphones and came out. If it's another log. But then they both saw it. A ripple. Wide, slow, deliberate. The surface bulged as if something massive was turning beneath. Caleb leaned over the railing, camera locked on, breathless. Jessica's heart pounded as she flipped on the spotlight. A shadow slid below the boat, dark, impossibly long, thicker than a man's torso. Jessica stepped back. "Jesus, Caleb." "What?" Suddenly, the creature rose. First the neck, long, sinewy, arched like a snake, water sluicing off mottled, leathery skin. Then the head, broad, reptilian, jaws lined with jagged yellow teeth. The eyes were deep-set, black, glassy, reflecting the searchlight like twin dead stars. Not a myth, not a hoax. A predator, a survivor. Caleb trembled with excitement, filming desperately. Jessica whispered, "We need to go. Caleb, we need to." The creature rammed the hull with terrifying force, slamming Caleb sideways onto the deck. Jessica screamed, scrambling for the cabin, but the boat pitched hard, knocking her to her knees. They heard it, a deep guttural roar. The plesiosaur lunged, jaws snapping, splintering the bow rail. Caleb crawled backward, eyes wide, breath ragged. Jess! The boat tilted sharply, water pouring over the deck, equipment sliding into the black. Jessica reached for Caleb, but the deck lurched again. Caleb fell, camera clattering from his grip. Jessica pulled at his arm, sobbing. "Come on, Caleb, move!" The creature lunged again, jaws closing around Caleb's torso. His scream was short, choked, ending in a sickening crunch as his body was wrenched over the side. Jessica screamed until her throat tore, backing into the shattered cabin. The creature circled once, twice, and then the deck cracked under her. She tried to run, tried to climb, but the boat split, folding into the cold, black mouth of the loch. In the darkness, there was only the hiss of water and the faint, fading glow of a dropped flashlight sinking below. By dawn, the shattered fishing boat drifted ashore, hull torn open like a toy. There was no sign of Caleb, no sign of Jessica, no sign of the creature. Only the empty black water, still and waiting, and the loch remained silent, as it had for centuries.